Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. Today, I'm dressed as a little green bean, so I hope you guys are appreciating that. It's just actually fucking freezing in the studio, so me dressed really cold. Anyway, at the time of filming this, I have done 2 shows so far on the Saving Grace Jungle Fever tour. What I need to say and preface is, I didn't know that jungle fever is an STD. So I do feel slightly embarrassed when I'm like seeing myself all outside these venues with jungle fever in front of my face. So I just want to let you know I don't have jungle fever. I'm clean, and that's starting that. Anyway, first day we kicked off in Dublin, and we had I'm Grandma on as my guests. They were so good. It was so fucking good. I love Dublin because you were all feral in the best way possible. God bless. It's just heckling, screaming, good vibes. We did like a few like audience dilemmas as well. Some of them were fucking crazy. One girl's ex fucked a dog and she stayed with him. So, I mean, I don't know if I can say that in the first 30 seconds. But I have. So, yeah, she fucked her dog. And there was also this guy front row living his best life. I could literally say, I've got piles. And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, oh, that was really nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was really good vibes. The meet and greet were lovely as well. And I also, on my Irish day, split the G. I split the G of the Guinness. What I'm going to say is, after the show, we went to Temple Bar. And I know what you're all going to say. Why did you go to Temple Bar? No one likes Temple Bar. I like Temple Bar. So we went there, and I didn't realise Guinnesses, you're only meant to have a few. Yeah, it's not like, it's not Prosecco. You can't keep going and going. So we were going and going. There were just men everywhere having gay awakenings from my team. My team are gay minus Liel. There's still time to turn her though. But everyone's gay, and you could just see all these men have it. There was one guy sat behind us with his girlfriend, and he saw Ryan, my stylist, doing a little piece to Freddie Mercury. And it was like something just clicked in his brain, and he was like, I'm gay. It was like he was looking at a chocolate cake. Like it was lovely. And honestly, all the Guinness went right to our heads. We were fucked like I've never been fucked before. Elliot was Irish dancing. If you don't know Elliot, he's part of the fellas. He was Irish dancing. We were all Irish dancing. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but we did it. We were doing splits on the gay. You know, in Ireland, they've got the zebra crossings are gay. They're all like rainbow. We were doing splits on it. Split on that hole. And it was just mental. But the next day, this is what I shall say. Me felt worse for wear. I didn't feel good. I thought I was going to shit myself in every sense of that word. Tessa, big up Tessa, part of our team. She vomited twice on the train to Belfast. It was a long day for Tessa. It was, and also, sorry, I'm very detached from normal life, but the first class on the train was closed. And I was very upset, so we had to sit in the north, and we were those people on the train that, you know, everyone hates. Like, everyone's like, they're so loud. Like, we were those people on the train, and I feel bad, but this poor boy had to sit next to Electra. If you're coming to my show, by the way, you're not fucking ready for Electra's performance, yeah? It's out there now. We've got a drag queen finishing, all right? Jedward did... We was meant to be a surprise, and Jedward like, and you know, the drag queen at the end's really good. And I was like, right. So everyone knows Electra's on, but she is the best closing act I have ever had for a show. She flew off the stage into a split, yeah? And thank God she tucked, because that would have been an awful day for her. She's just fucking incredible. So if you're coming to the show, just prepare for that and get your fucking wine ready. Anyway, we then go to Belfast. What I will say is it was pissing it down. Yeah, the heavens had opened. They were very homophobic, the heavens. So it was raining, pouring, old man is snoring. My manager and producer fell out in the rain because my manager didn't want to get a bouncy blow wet, which is so fair. And we got to the venue and we hear drums. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm like, oh my God, the people here love Saving Grace. Like, what the hell? They've got drums. Like, they're so happy to be here. It was a march. You know what kind of march I'm talking about. It was one of those. So we put the curtains down because I thought we're gay. We're not going to be accepted. So, but apart from that, everyone came in. People at the meet and greet were fucking lovely. They were buzzing. Good. And do you know what's nice, actually? A lot of people are bringing their mums to my show. Poor mums. Poor fucking mums. They probably think, oh, that lovely girl from the jungle. And I'm sat there like, my clitoris. Like, it's insane. One woman was clutching her pearls front row in Belfast. And I thought, do you know what I did actually? I've got the fear. I was like, oh my God, is this your mum? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, you look young. And she was like, I had her young. And I was like, oh, accident, was it? And she was like, no. And I was like, anyway, yeah, that's kept me up a little bit. We also had a lesbian couple top row. And she sent in a dilemma and she said, basically, I bought these tickets. We were still together. We're no longer together. What should we do? Should we get back? I looked at them in the eye. I said, have one of you cheated? They said, no. I said, well, you must eat muff tonight then. That is the only option. And do you know what's nice? Ella was sat in at the top as well and she could see them. And after the interval, they came back and they kissed. And I just brought lesbians back together. It was lovely. It was really nice. I felt like Gandhi for the gays. It was really lovely, really lovely. There was a lot of lesbians, which I love to see. I feel like this is the year of scissoring. And I'm happy I've brought it back. And I am taking claim for that, I hope you know. Anyway, then we had Jedward. That was mental, by the way, meeting Jedward, because you know me, yeah? At 13, I don't know what I would have done. I think I would have combusted. But I met them and they just, to be honest, non-stop serenaded me from start to finish. I was like, thank you. They were doing Angels by Robbie Williams. They were not, and on the stage, they really brought the energy. They were killing me. They were like running all over the stage. I think John choked on the Prosecco and he had to take a minute behind the curtain. I was like, I've killed John. But no, then he went back. He was fine. When we went into Jedward's room, which is a statement I never thought I'd say, they were incredible. They had all these sparkly suits that they didn't know if they were going to wear. And it was just serenade after serenade. We made some TikToks as well, which was another serenade. They spun me around. It was, they are everything you expect them to be. Like, they are so funny. They're such vibes. Like, do you know what? We love you, Jedward. They were very, very good vibes. And I think on that day of the show, we were very low energy because of the Guinness. Because I did think I was going to shit myself at one point. So it was like low energy. So they just brought just all the vibes. Honestly, they brought mega vibes. So we do love Jedward. And to be honest with you, I still can't tell them apart. I'm not sure. I can't tell. They're so identical, genuinely. And then on the Belfast Say It or Shot It, Saved by the Bell, sorry, one girl admitted to getting fisted. And then when she came off stage, she said, I don't know why I said that, I've never been fisted. And I thought, that's fair enough. You've got to do what you've got to do for the people. We didn't go out in Belfast, though. Usually we'd go to is it the Dirty Onion, the Naughty Goat? I don't know what it is. But the Naughty Goat is definitely not what it's called. The Thirsty Goat. But we were just I'm going to preface here, we were so hungover from the day before. It got to a point where I drunk like 8 Proseccos before the show and I felt stone cold sober. Like, I felt like nothing was touching my sides. So yeah, we didn't go out. We went for a couple drinks in the hotel bar and then we went to sleep. We went to sleep, then woke up an hour later because we had a flight. The fucking taxi driver as well. He went, I'll help you out. I'll drop you here because parking over there is £4. So I was like, €4, whatever it is, £4, I think. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, sweet. At this point, I'm fucking knackered. Ella's got her shark glow mask on. So she's terrifying. And the driver's so chatty, by the way. Like, I love the Irish. They're so chatty. But at 4 a.m, it's not for me. It's not for me. He drops us off and I go, right, so where's the airport then? It's only a 20-minute walk. So we've had 1 hour sleep, we're 20-minute walking. It was torrential rain. Don't make unnecessary journeys was playing in my head. It was insane. We get to the airport. It's now 5 a.m. I had to have a Bloody Mary. I had to. Elliot's showing me his Pokemon cards or whatever they are. And I just thought, I have to turn to drink here. We were flying back EasyJet. Usually I've got negative to say about me old jet of Easy, but when we were taking off, the fucking runway was so... But I thought we'd taken off 4 times. We're bouncing up in the air, going back down, bouncing up in the air, going back down. My Bloody Mary was in my stomach doing fucking flips. The celery was... There was a lot going on. It was chaos. Anyway, then we landed. Ella had to go to training. Long day. Long day. But now I'm back. We are also vlogging the tour. So you need to... What I'm going to say is I have cracked it with the team this year that are on my tour. Not only are we all gay, I know Georgia and Leo aren't, but Georgia, she's got a fruity bone in her body. Yeah? The gays, you just cannot beat. Like, I am crying, laughing every single fucking day because everyone's just so funny. So that vlog is going to pop off and it's going to be on the YouTube channel when we finish. I'm thinking of, do I do a rap party? So my last date is Cambridge, hometown, Adele. So I'm thinking, do I do a rap party? What do I do? If you could leave some suggestions below. Last year, and I'm going to tell you this now. Last year, I rented out a room because my last show was in London. I rented out this room. I had willy straws because I was straight back then. And I got so drunk, it got to like 3 a.m. and then the party was over and I said, do you know what, everyone? Let's go to the box. So I took Chip with me. I think I took Tom Garrett with me. I took my friend Tat with me and Sabina, of course, our queen. We were there till about 6 a.m. I got home, closed my eyes for 5 minutes. My alarm went off. I had to host the Brits red carpet while still blackout drunk. Yeah? Imagine what that was like for me. One thing I'm super excited for is for my Manchester date, I have got our Queen of England, Talisa, as my guest. I'm so excited. Like, I love Talisa more than words. Like, she is such an icon. And also I feel like I kept it together in the jungle quite well because I was like, listen, I'm a fucking N-dubs whore. Like, I love N-dubs. So when I found this out, I was like, oh my fucking God. So I'm so excited for her to be on the stage. I feel like Manchester as well will really appreciate it. Like, Manchester, good vibes, up north. Electra nearly broke her thumb on the first night. And one... Huh? She sat on it? Is that actually what happened? She sat on her thumb. So Electra nearly broke her thumb because she sat on it on stage during her performance. And we were trying to get gel, what was it, babe? Like gel Nurofen. Yeah. Ibuprofen gel. They don't sell it anywhere in Ireland. So she was fucked. She could not, for the life of her, get any painkillers for it. So she went to the doctor's today. She's torn a ligament, but guess what? The show must fucking go on. I went to Penny's in Ireland, which is Primark, yeah? And their range is way better than ours. Cool? So I bought 2 pumpkins, candles, pumpkin spice, yeah, from Penny's. I was well excited. I thought, fucking yeah. So I bought these 2. I was doing a show and tell to everyone. And then me and Ella went to go get a portrait done of our eyeballs. Fucking pointless. I didn't need to get it done. But Liel said, oh, when I got this done in Budapest, it was only £80. So I went, fucking 2, right? Brilliant. So me and Ella both got our eyes done. Bearing in mind, we didn't really want to get this done, but we just thought we've got time to kill. So we've done it. Halfway through, Ella's gone to get styled by Ryan. So Ryan's styling Ella, so it's just me and Liel. Liel knocks my bag off the chair and both the pumpkins smash. Yeah? So then the girl's like, right, do you want this frame or this frame? I was like, oh, I'll have a smaller frame, thinking I'll keep the cost down. I'll have a smaller frame, She's like, cool, do you want this? I was like, yeah. And then it gets to paying and she goes, so that's £400. And the girl knew me. So I was like, well, I can't now look like I've got no money. So I paid for it. I actually didn't even want it. I don't know where I'm going to put this fucking plaque of mine and Ella's eyeballs in my house. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. But I've paid £400 for it. So what the fuck? And do you know what's annoying? Both of us have pretty average eyes. Like, it's nothing special. We've got pretty, haven't we, babe? We've got pretty average eyes.
No, you've got more colour in yours than me. You've got blue in your eyes.
Me got blue in my eyes, yes. But yeah, that was it. So I'm fucked off that I paid £400 plus €20 for 2 candles that Liel smashed. Although she did buy me another one on Amazon Prime. So I'm very happy about that. So Ella has a couple days off as well after the tour. So I'm thinking maybe I take her to the south of France or somewhere nice that could be a little bit hot. We could have a little getaway. But the thing is, me and Ella left the dogs literally 3 to 4 days while in Ireland. I can't be away from those dogs. I love them so much. Yeah, I do want to bang their heads together 24 hours of the day because they are... Do you know what, actually, as well? Sherry, if anyone's got any fucking suggestions for this, while she was at my mum's, not a single piss and shit in that house. She was like, I don't piss and shit in the house. She was like all outside, independent queen. My dad put her down on the floor as soon as she got in my house and she took a fat steamy dump on my carpet. And I thought, right, maybe she's just excited to see me. She did another one an hour later and then she pissed on my carpet. What's going on? What is going on? I got my carpet steam cleaned and there's shit all over them still. So if this is out and I'm selling my house, that's a joke. The carpets are absolutely fine. The dogs, Sherry, Baby and Noodle, they get on really well. They've really bonded, I think. They get on really well. They just fight each other all the time, which is quite cute. I just love it. I really love Sherry because I feel like she is like Cher. She's so independent. She is a rich man. I love that for her. Anyway, back to normal life. We've had some recent guests on it. Bobbed Up Bells. There were some articles written about Bobbed Up Bells with the whole cruise, Breckham, of course, famously. Beckham sliding into her DMs. So we've made the press. Bambino Becky, I don't remember that episode. I'm going to be honest with you. I remember nothing. I remember also really trying to be sober over text to Ella. I was like, really like trying to work hard at spelling all the words right. And I got in and she was like, you are fucked. And then I passed out on the couch for about 5 hours. It was a lot. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. The buzzballs do strike again, though, is what I've said. But I'm trying to give up buzzballs at the minute because I think I've got liver failure. Every time I drink them, my hands go bright red and I get really hot. So I'm just really trying to steer away from them at the moment. Although keep drinking them, guys. They're women's owned. I took the piss. I had like 6 every day for a month. So that's the issue. Ella has signed at Portsmouth. I haven't really touched on this. I love Portsmouth. Yeah, so we went there on my birthday. We went there and obviously I was like, oh, no one's really going to know it's my birthday, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. I didn't. I walked out. I was like, it's my birthday. And everyone was so nice. The main manager, Jay, shout out to his wife, by the way. She listens to the pod. Love you, sweet. See you at the games. They got me a little birthday. They got me a Portsmouth mug, a scarf, my own football top that says 26 GK Barry, and a little teddy and some Prosecco, which is the main part. That Prosecco went down a treat. I loved it. It was sensational. Everyone there is just so nice. Like, even her teammates are nice. They watch our YouTube vlogs. How cute is that? So the WAG life continues. As soon as I'm off tour, I'm going to go to a game. I think the first game back is Portsmouth versus Ipswich. So mummy's going to be sat. I'm going to be there in my little scarf. I need to think of some new outfits as well. Just like, watch the games and let these hoes know. Ella is currently on the phone. Ella, what have you got to say about Portsmouth? How are you finding it?
I really love.
I was saying all the girls are really nice.
Yeah, getting on with everyone really nicely. Mm-hmm. And my sister said, Jesus, I've never seen you at work laughing. And I thought, it's true.
It is true.
They're such a nice bunch of girls. And yeah, let's win the fucking league.
You heard it here first, ladies and gents. So yeah, Portsmouth, good vibes. I'm going to be at the Ipswich versus Portsmouth game. I'm very excited. Play up, Pompey. Pompey, play up. That's what I've got for you. Ella, what was your favourite parts of the Dublin and Belfast shows?
All of it.
No, come on now. Give me detail because we've got time to
I like it all. I like your team. Everyone around you is so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked what you wore. Ryan really went to town with the outfits. The first one was giving sexy ass little bitch. And the second one was giving like, ooh, little Miss Cutie.
Yeah, and you get on really well with the team.
The shows were great.
Yeah.
The shows were really good. And the drag act really just, Lecky, shout out, because she really just changed the whole thing. I went to your show in Wembley, and to have a drag act to finish it just fucking made me. I come out there just like adrenaline junkie. I was like, yeah, jump off the stage in a split.
So it was good then.
Yeah, I loved
Ella. I was like third wheeling with Ella. One thing about Ella is I'll introduce her to my friends and she'll get on better with them than I do. It's so annoying. You love Ryan as well. Ryan and Electra, your faves.
Ryan. Yeah, I love them all really, but they just like, they're like my brothers.
Lovely. You can go back on mute now. Okay, moving on. I need to discuss a situation that is weighing very, very heavy on my heart. The situation being my fucking doppelgängers, yeah, because it's getting out of hand. So we started off, they're going to be on the screen. We started off with Olga, I think her name is. She plays for Spain. Right? This girl, when they won the Euros last year, everyone was tagging me like, GK Barry's just won the Euros. And I was like, I don't understand what's happening. Then I saw her and I thought, right, okay. Then I got tagged in a Renaissance painting. This bitch looks like me when I don't have a spray tan. She is genuinely, that is me, right? Then we had emo GK Barry. I do see that, is what I will say. It's a bit of com-see, com-sar with some people. Some people don't see what I'm doing. But that one was a little bit too close to home for me because they were in Camden, right? It's kind of my end. So, yeah, I got relentlessly tagged in that. And then we also have the girl, I think her name's Daniela from First Dates. I've had that one for years. Me and her have always been compared to each other. I've had Harriet Rose, who does Kiss. Everyone says we look like sisters. And I've also had this dancer from Cornwall in a metallic dress. And I'm wondering to myself, like, A, my dad was a sperm donor, which is, you know, peace and love if he is. B, I was made in a lab. Because this isn't unheard of. Like, some people were made in labs. Do you remember that thing in America? And they all fucking found each other. There was like 16 of them. But I don't want another sibling because I have to split more in the will. So I'm thinking, like, I need to just stay away from that. But it is scaring me how many people do look like me. And I do, what I'm going to say is, I have a longish nose, and it's just anyone with a longish nose, people are saying looks like me, which obviously I'm sorry to them. No one wants to look like me. But I think that is the reason. We've got a very particular nose. So, and also, back in the day, if you had a big nose, you were seen as pretty. I don't know what the fuck happened to the beauty standards, but also the Renaissance GK Barry really hit one for me because I thought I would have thrived in Renaissance times. I love red meat. I would have got gout. I was pale. I love a corset. Like, I just think I would have fucking rocked that world. And a Cockney accent, Georgia has put. Thank you very much. I just think, and do you know what? I think if Henry VIII saw me, he would have been like, who is that? And I'd have been like, fuck off. But because I don't think you were allowed to be lesbians there. Was everyone shagging about that? I would have found Ella in a Renaissance night. That was English. In a Renaissance life, I would have found Ella. She would have been, I don't know if football was a thing back in the day, but she probably would have been kicking like yards of yarn or whatever it is. Wool of yarn. She would have been kicking about like a football. And I would have been attracted to her, and we could have just had our Renaissance. Why can't I say Renaissance? Renaissance love story. And that's it really. I still would have been a wag in that time. But yeah, it's really fucking weird that so many people look like me. And I actually need to message my dad about this. Because I don't think my sisters look like me much. Do you think my sisters look like me, Ella? No, I don't think I look like my sisters. I don't look like my brother. So maybe my mum's not even my mum. That was deep. Maybe I'm adopted and they haven't told me. Do you know what I'm going to do when I get home? I'm going to do an ancestry DNA test kit. And I can do the unveiling on the pod. Bit of fun. I'm just going to be I'm going to be Anglo-Saxon. I know I am. So fucking boring. What? I've got bunions. One bunion on each foot. What does that mean? On the top of the foot. I'm Greek. No. Oh no, hold on, let me put my feet down. Let me just have a look. 1, 2. I think I'm Norwegian or Mongolian. I'm Norwegian or Mongolian. Norwegian's pretty white as well, though, isn't it? Where did I get these lips from? Because I'm sorry, I've got big lips, yeah? My mum doesn't have big lips and neither does my dad. I've got these lips from somewhere. So I'm going to do an ancestry DNA, sweetheart, and I'm going to have a look. Okay, I've seen the Rev again. Me and Rev have caught up. We're filming a show currently. I can't talk exactly what it's about or who it's for, but seeing the Rev again was so nice. I kind of feel like Rev is my gay dad. Like, he really just reminds me of a fatherly figure. He's just so nice to me. Like, he's so wise as well. Like, he'll tell me facts and I'm like, wow, how do you know that? He's just lived so many lives. It's so nice to see him. He wants to get another dog. I just love that man so much. He got in my car. We nearly had to get a crane to get him out because it was so low to the floor. Poor blokes. He's been on the fat jab, so he looks amazing. I'm sure he won't mind me saying that because he says it all the time. He goes, it's the fat jabs, babes. He's just an absolute icon. I was talking to him about death because I was like, basically, obviously we know my cat is dead. And every day at 4 p.m. when my cat used to jump off the bed, my parents, I was there when it happened. It sounds like Monty's jumping off the room ahead of, like, above the kitchen. And they weren't telling me about it. And I was like, that just sounded like Monty jumped off the bed. And they were like, yeah. And then he also used to hide in a flower bit in our garden and walk across the cobbles to the front door when we pull up. Well, the other day my mum pulled up and she literally turned around because it sounded like Monty was following her from the flower bed. Really weird. So I said to Rev, look, I think afterlife exists. Well, he shut me down straight away. He said, Grace, I think you hear what you want to hear. But I thought, no. I listened to, and you're going to have a fucking shock of your life. I listened to Stephen Bartlett's podcast with this woman talking about death and like afterlife and whatever. And this woman's husband basically passed away and she's like a psychiatrist. She does stuff with the brain, blah, blah. And she was an atheist and she started looking into near-death experiences and what happens near death. And basically she thinks we all turn into matter and energy, right? And because we're energy, we're still around the earth and you can still contact the dead, but you have to do it in a specific way. So you have to be like, right, I need a sign and I need this sign. It has to be really specific. So it's like, for example, if you agree with this or if you're happy with how I'm doing or whatever, I want to see 8 frogs, right? And you could live in a city. And she was like, but on that day, I will see a picture of a frog, a cartoon frog. I will see 8 different versions of the frog and you can communicate with the dead. And I don't know why I've just gone on this tangent, but it's really made me think. And now I'm not too scared of death anymore because I think we're all energy. So take that. Anyway, the Rev's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I just love him. He makes homemade mayo. Also, he's been filming a little show about boats and it just made my heart hurt. He got seasick. I wanted to cry my eyes out that he got seasick. I hope that man never dies. If Rev ever dies, I don't know what I'll do because he's meant to be doing my funeral as well. So, I mean, it'll be a bit shit for me because then I'm going to have to find someone else. But no, I just love him. Would he do... He has said he will do my wedding, but I don't think he can do it in the UK because I think the UK still don't allow in churches. And obviously he's a religious man. So he can't probably do mine and Ella's wedding. Ella, would you allow Rev do our wedding? Yeah. Ella says yes. So he's going to do my wedding and funeral. I've told him what I want for my funeral. I've told him all my bits and bobs. He said at his funeral, if he dies first, God forbid, I can do a little speech. And do you know what? He played me on the piano. He like serenaded me with the Communard song. And it was like mental. I was like, wow, you still got it, haven't you? God bless his soul. So yeah, love him. He's good. He's alive. He's well. And hopefully you'll see us on your screens soon. Obviously, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has come to the shows so far and is coming to the shows. I hope you're having or have had an amazing time watching it. Like, we have put so much thought and effort into it. But yeah, you can expect loads of audience participation, a drag act, fucking guests. Like, I just want it to be good vibes all round. Like, and I want to include you guys as much as I can, which is why it does upset me if people don't like it. And obviously, I'm not for everyone, and that's fair enough. But pre-warning, there's a lot of sex talk. Ella said, don't watch it. Come and watch it if you don't like it. And it is very different to me on Loose Women. So if you have seen me on Loose Women, what I am going to say here is it's very, very X-rated. But I just want everyone to like it. That is it. And even if you may not like, say, a guest that I've got on, just know that that is only like 15, 20 minutes of the show. Like, the rest is to do with all of you. So yeah, I'm really excited to do the rest of my tour. I hope you all love it. And also, it's nice to see everyone making friends because you've all got one thing in common, which is a good conversation starter. So if you are coming on your own, don't be nervous. We've already got one set of lesbians back together. I want a proposal at one of my Actually, that's a shout. I want a proposal at my show. I want to do the honours or a gender reveal. I want to do a gender reveal at my show. So if you're pregnant, knocked up, or in a good relationship, let me fucking know, all right? I can sort that for you. I did break someone up last show. And if you need your boyfriend breaking up with, or girlfriend, I'm inclusive, I can do that for you. I let someone, at the last show in Belfast, I did take someone's phone and just say to them, because basically what happened was her friend and her had slept together, but her boyfriend didn't know. So what I did was I took the phone and let the boyfriend know. So yeah. It's an unfortunate set of events, but what are you going to do? Everyone's a bit gay. That is the end of my updates. We're going to do another pod at the end of the tour, and I'm sure I'm going to have so much fucking juice for you. So that's it for now. Wish me luck on the rest of my tour. Godspeed. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. And yeah, fucking Jungle Fever 2025. Get in my purse.